It's Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday. I actually feel like it's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you last, and I guess it's because I've had so much going on lately, especially this week. I hope everyone is happy and healthy and ready to read or be productive or relax or whatever you have plans for our time together this Wednesday. I am reading a book for Old School April, Nighty Nightmare by James Howe. This is another Bunnicula book. And I think I will finish this on sprints today. Still reading Sense and Sensibility. And I also started The Bridge to Terabithia, which I'm listening to that on audio. And I'm at the sad part. In fact, I had to turn it off as I was driving home because I was getting to the part and I was starting to tear up and I didn't want to crash in my car. So I turned it off and I'll just have to listen to that at a time when I can, collect myself after getting all emotional. But I hope everyone is doing well today. Besides what I'm getting up to with reading, I am a little bit later today, and that's because most of you know from last week, if you were here, I had to take my mom to the doctor. She was going to see her orthopedic surgeon who repaired her hip, and they did an x-ray, and it all looks wonderful, everything. So we have no more need for seeing that orthopedic surgeon until next year, just to check in with her. So as long as my mom doesn't do anything else to cause herself to get a broken bone, we should be fine. So that was a successful doctor's appointment. However, on Monday, I was in the hospital with my youngest son. Some of y'all already know this, but Andrew had an emergency appendectomy. Yes, at 9, what time? They wheeled him back to the OR at 8:40-ish, something like that, 8:40-ish, 8:50-ish. We said our goodbyes and they rolled him in, said not our goodbyes, but our love yous. And, we went to the waiting room and we got the little text saying 9:40, procedure started. So I didn't actually get to see Andrew because, they go to recovery and they're in there about an hour. I did not see him. Well, Megan, his girlfriend, was with me too. We didn't get to see him until almost midnight. So I literally went in there, put my eyes on him. He was totally out of it. He didn't even remember me being there to come see him. That's how out of it he was. But gave him a kiss, told him I loved him, and hopped on the road to get home, 30 minutes away from that hospital, and didn't get to bed till 1 o'clock. So needless to say, it was like rough. Didn't go to work Tuesday, went back to the hospital, but he's doing pretty well. He'll be there. We're thinking maybe Saturday he might get to go home. His surgeon says his white blood count needs to stabilize and then he can go home. So she says she's thinking maybe Saturday. So that's where we stand with that. But I appreciate everybody's well wishes for him in Discord and on, wherever y'all had gotten in touch with me. I think it was Discord where I was having the most conversations with people about it. So needless to say, it has thrown a little slight monkey wrench into my plans. Zombie-thon starts next week, and we'll talk a little bit about that later on in the stream. But let's see who is here and what's up with y'all. I hope that y'all haven't had that much adventure in y'all's life as I have. And Alicia's here. Hello. How are you today? Looking forward to the sprints. Not sure what I'm reading yet. Maybe Battle of the Labyrinth, my last book on my April TBR. Fun. And hello, Christina. Happy Wednesday to you. Hugging the like button. I love that. And hi to Alicia, and hi to Christina. Hello, Shauna. I hope it has been a wonderful Wednesday. Yes, my Wednesday has been going pretty well. And like I said, we got some good news for Andrew. In fact, I knew I wasn't going to see him today, but as luck would have it, my husband, who was supposed to be out of town all week long, ended up being able to go back to his plant to drop his truck off. So he went to visit Andrew as a surprise because Andrew didn't realize that he was able to come back in town. So he is visiting him as we speak. So I'm excited about that. It's kind of hard having your child in the hospital and you can't see. I mean, he is 22 years old. It's not like he's 12. And he does have his girlfriend with him. So all is well. All is well on this Wednesday. Hello, Stina. How are you? I'm done with PT, so I have my Wednesday afternoons back. Excellent. So good to see you again. I hope that you're feeling better since you're done with PT. Hello, Coda. How did your streaming go today? I hope that you had a good turnout. I'm sorry I missed it. Very sad. Hello to Coda. Coda, long time. You were probably hanging out. Hey, Jazz. I'm doing good. Andrew's doing well. We just got to get his white blood cells or his white blood count to stabilize. But they took him off of fluids, which is a good thing. He is on IV antibiotics. He'll be on those until he's released, I'm pretty sure. This is the deal with his surgery. Not to be gross, but he started with pain last Wednesday, and it was just like in one little area, and he thought he was having like gas cramps and stuff, but it just would not kind of go away. But then it started traveling to his right side. And when he came on Sunday, we had to clean Ice Cream Bar's aquarium out. He was telling me that it kind of traveled to the right. I said, you know what? You're starting to sound like you have appendicitis. I would try to find an urgent care and just see if they can rule that out. Because I had to have an emergency appendectomy, but I didn't get the robotic kind or laparoscopic. I had to be totally cut open. Andrew did have his robotic, so he'll heal quicker. But his appendix actually perforated. It didn't rupture. It just perforated to where there was a little hole, and he ended up with some pus. And that is why he's in the hospital longer, because he has to have the antibiotics. He still is at risk for developing an abscess. So we just have to keep praying and sending positive vibes for healing, that he's not one of the ones that will develop this, abscess, because if he does, then he's got to go back to the surgeon, and then they have to drain it. And that's not going to be fun. But thank you for asking. Hello, Livia. How are you? How is everything in Italy? Hello, Leslie. How are you? Good evening, Susan. Good evening to all. Just about to finish The Secret Shore by Liz Fenwick, a World War II audiobook. Nice. Like that. Whoops. If you go too high on this comments, it won't click. Hello, y'all. This is from Tina. Hello, Tina. How are you? Hey, Travis. I'm doing well. My son is doing well. Yep. Since that appendix has been taken out, we know that everything's going to be fine. He was on the brink of rupturing. That's what's so scary. Very, very scary. It was so large. And the cool thing about it, y'all probably not going to think this is cool, but I really do hope they put a picture of it in his My Chart, because when the surgeon came out to talk to Megan and me, she showed us the picture. She's like, I know some people are squeamish. We're like, no, we want to see this. It was so cool to see his appendix, how large it was, and then the little pool of pus. And I don't know. All that kind of stuff fascinates me. In fact, when I got my appendix taken out, I asked if I could keep it. And they were like, no, it's toxic. It's like biohazard. And same thing, Andrew can't keep his, because what they actually do is they send it off to pathology just to make sure everything's okay. Hello, Kaylin. I know the Bunnicula books are so much fun. I'm having fun with them. I will not finish all the Bunnicula books by the end of April, so I will have to let them carry over. I might go ahead and check them back in and then recheck them out again, maybe in June, because I'm going to be concentrating on zombie books in May. So, hello, Camille. I'm reading Twisted Games by Anna Huang. I hope I pronounced that right. I need to read Bridge to Terabithia. Oh, it is so good. I love Catherine Patterson. She is such a wonderful writer. Serious topics, but Bridge to Terabithia is very heartbreaking in the part that I'm about to get to. But I love the story, love the characters. And I had the privilege of meeting Catherine Patterson years ago at a Baton Rouge library with my friend Catherine Huggett. And I'll have to find my pictures of us together so that whenever I talk about Bridge to Terabithia in my wrap-up video, I can show pictures of us with her. But she was just a lovely lady. It was so neat to be able to meet her. Hello to me and everyone. Oh, Elena is live now. Yeah, I put your link at the top, Elena, just to let you know. Hi, last week I fell asleep. Sorry. Nope. You cannot be sorry. The fact that you are here at this time is amazing to me. I mean, it's like so late for you in Italy. If you want to stop by and say hi, I will try, Elena, but I am live myself, so I cannot do it this moment. Maybe during the sprint. Hello, Denise. First time here. Saw you on Slime and Slashers, reading A Gentleman in Moscow on page 248 of 462. How are you liking it? I am interested in that book because I've heard a bunch of my BookTube friends talking about it, and I think there's a movie out. I don't know if the movie is new or I just happened to see a trailer for it recently. But welcome. I'm so glad you're here, Denise. Hello, Kelly. Just dropping some love. Appreciate it. Kelly is also a co-host of Old School April. Check her channel out as well. All of the co-host channels, their links are in the description box below. So please check all of these lovely people out. They're awesome. I hope you're doing well, Kelly. Hello, Lauren. I'm reading Candyland Cannibals. Ooh, wow. A bizarre indie horror book. It's exactly as it sounds. I'm envisioning the Candyland board that my son has. We still have his Candyland board. I'm envisioning that, but instead of the cute little kids, I'm envisioning cannibals running around. And instead of lollipops and stuff, there's like perhaps body parts that are being eaten. Num. Yay, I'm happy for you and your mama. Yes, I'm happy too. Very happy because, she's had a couple of falls probably about 3 weeks ago. And I thought maybe she had hit, broken her tailbone, but she just must have bruised it. But I told the orthopedic about it. And I also told my dad, I'm like, you need to put like a railing on her side of her bed. I said, because we can't have this, because she tries to get up in the middle of the night to go run to the bathroom. I'm like, no. Yay for mother's hip. Yep. Good news. Yep. Praising God for that. Yep. Hey, Alicia, Christina, Olivia, Susan, Tina, Elena, Shauna, Kelly, and all our other friends. That's from Coda. Oh my goodness, you've been busy medically. Glad they're both okay. Yes. Yeah, the universe is throwing me curveball after curveball after curveball. A friend of mine was like, you are just like been inundated lately. And I'm like, I have. In fact, I'm like, I surrender. Whatever it is that needs to be done, I don't understand. I don't understand. Yes, thank you, Susan. Yeah, it was kind of but he's in good spirits. His godfather went to see him last night, and he said it was talkative and he was in good spirits. When I went yesterday, I got there probably about 9:00 and stayed till about 2:30. That pretty much the entire time I was there, he was sleeping. So I'm glad that he was up and, talking and visiting. Hey, everyone, from Camille. Glad to hear your mother is progressing nicely. Thank you. I'm reading Horoscope. It's a fun time so far. That sounds cool. Is it like an astrologist who's a serial killer who goes around and kills certain signs? Do tell. And I hope that it's not the Capricorns that are getting it, because that would be me. Hello, Coda from Kelly. Hello, Alicia. I'm glad Andrew's doing well. Always a stressful situation. Yes, very stressful. It's just so weird to me that your appendix, which I don't even know really what the purpose. It doesn't function in us the way I guess it was intended to. Like now we don't really need it, as far as I know. That's what I've been told, that it's just something that we had back long, long time ago, I guess. But if it gets infected and it ruptures and you don't get medical treatment, it can kill you. So it's just amazing that something that is not really helping you function can kill you. I don't know. The body is so weird. We also did find this out too. Not to be gross. I hope y'all not grossed out by this. I find this stuff fascinating. That's why I would love to do like forensics, or, like, now I probably would pass out if I saw it in real life, but just thinking about it or reading about it, I think that's why I like Case Scarpetta's series by Patricia Cornwell, because it's got all this sciencey stuff in it. But anyway, they're part of his colon, like this fatty part of his colon, the surgeon said, like, your body, like fatty parts in your body will kind of try to protect you. And so it's kind of like it threw itself on his appendix to kind of wall it off so that it couldn't do any more damage. So that's probably why there was just a little pool. And she's really hoping that, and now of course she couldn't tell us when it perforated, but she seems to think it's been there probably a little bit longer than just that day, just because of the amount of it and because pus had built up. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that was fascinating. I'm like, that is so cool that the way she explained it was, if you saw Captain America, skinny Steve Rogers, when he jumps on the grenade, that is kind of what that did for Andrew. I find that fascinating. That is not fun. Hope everything stays well with your son. Me too. Me too. Hello, Christy Sunshine. I love your name. Reading a study in drowning and listening to the Vanderbeekers to the Rescue. Is the Vanderbeekers to the Rescue a middle grade book? Oh, wow. Glad Andrew is recovering. Yep. Thankful Andrew's doing well. Praying for him. Thank you, Susan. We appreciate it. We need that. So, like, I am really praying that he will go home on Saturday. Yes. Thank you so much, Olivia. Hello to Alicia and Christy from Coda. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? Make sure you're taking care of yourself, too. Caring for others is draining. Shauna, you sound just like my friend Kelly. Today, when she texted me, that's what she said. She's like, I hope you're practicing self-care. I'm trying, Shauna, but this is my issue. Is when I am under like a lot of stress or feeling overwhelmed, my thing is I want to go eat like anything crunchy. Like I just want to crunch. When I really should probably go out for a walk, but I don't do that. Instead, I'm sitting there crunching on cracklins and anything else that I can chew on. So I'm trying not to do that. So the best thing I can do is just not have anything in the house as much as I can. Of course, we've been having old school April, which we've had all kinds of junk stuff in our house, trying to eat it, all these wonderful snacks from back in the day. I haven't been buying any new stuff though. So that's the good thing. But I'm trying, but self-care is hard when you're in the middle of it all. And I've got my mom and dad on the South Shore, hour away, and Andrew's in Baton Rouge. His hospital's 30 minutes away, but technically he's like 45 minutes away. So I'm like in the middle of both of them. So I don't know, craziness. So glad to hear positive updates. I'm going to bake a pumpkin cake and then finish up The Overnight by R.L. Stine. Okay, that pumpkin cake sounds delicious. And is The Overnight, is that a Fear Street book? Please let me know. I know he's written some like standalone books. Hi, Coda from Alicia. I'm hoping to catch you sprint sometime soon. Hi, Kristen. I'm glad your mom had a good doctor's appointment, but oh my God, poor Andrew. Yeah. I mean, at least he's lucky that he was able to do it robotically. But his surgeon did say that his appendix was so big that she had to make it, you poke 3 holes like laparoscopic. But the one that's like at the top, she said she had to make it a little bit larger because his appendix was so big. Hello, Alicia, to Livia, Froggy, woot woot, how you doing? How you doing? And we tried. I have pictures of me with ice cream bar, but we could not get him to go long enough for us to measure. I was kind of bummed out. And Andrew wasn't feeling great, so I didn't press it. Olivia, Froggy. Hey, Carly from Coda. Hello, hello from Froggy. Hello, Froggy. All these highs. Love it, love it, love it. I started reading Murder Road today, and I'm also reading Heartless by Elsie Silver. Excellent. Wow, Murder Road. That one's got my interest. Hello, Stormy. Not reading right now, watching my favorite version of Persuasion from 1994 or 95. Can't remember. And cooking supper. And I was going to attend your sprints on Monday, but I could not because I was at the hospital. I hope you're getting ready for Zombie-thon, Stormy. Hi, Olivia. Sending good vibes. Yes, yes. Evening, Cat. Hello, Diane. And evening to everyone. How are you, Diane? Hello, Joanne. Hi, all. What are you guys working on? I'm reading tonight, Joanne. I might actually write some book reviews, too, depending on how fast I finish Nighty Nightmare. I mean, it's your appendix. I feel like you should be able to keep it. Me too. We felt the same way. It's like, why can't you? I mean, they put specimens in formaldehyde for people to study and stuff. I mean, I don't understand why they can't put my appendix or Andrew's appendix in some formaldehyde and let us like display it. How cool would that be? I think it would be cool. Caw. Amy Noel is also a co-host for Old School April. Please check her out. She's been doing lots of vlogs for Old School April. She is linked in the description box below. Yes, doing pretty well and cleared to very slowly start playing flute again. Excellent. I love that. And I love that you play the flute. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Amy, you convinced me to pick up Gothic. I'm reading it now. Amy, do you think I would like Gothic? I just like the name. 2 different books and watching TV. Guys, I watched 2 episodes of I Dream of Jeannie today because that's what was on at my mom's house after we got back from the doctor. Can you believe that? So I can count that for Old School April. I did no Old School April stuff yesterday. I can't believe it. The only day this whole month. Hello, Simp Adventures, and all you beautiful people. How are you all doing? I'm currently reading The Point Horror April Fool's Day. Wonderful, wonderful. That's a good one, I've heard. Oh, yay. I hope you like it, Alicia. Okay. From Elena. Doing pretty well, working on chapter 39 of my bakery Rivals to Lovers work in progress, Project Sugar and Spice. Yes, for those of you that don't know and new to my channel, Joanne is an author. And she is in the middle of writing her next book. Well, editing pretty much. Gentleman in Moscow is so, so good. Yeah, I just have heard so many positive things about it. I'm really liking it. It is a series on Paramount Plus. I'll watch after I finish the book. Yeah, I've heard, like I said, I've heard a bunch of good things. That is very exciting. I hope it is going well. Yes, the series has Ewan... I think I'm saying that right. McGregor. I need to watch it still. I am reading Never Ending Story and working on my cardigan. Yay. With the beautiful colors. Today is Anzac Day, which is essentially Australian Memorial Day. It's a big thing here and there's parades. So I'm up early to go check that out. That is fun. Take pictures, Carly, so we can see. You have to keep us updated on that one. Talking to Lauren. Yes, your Candyland Cannibals. The Candyland board changed from back in the day. It looks different than I remember it. Yeah, I think the one we have, ours actually, and I want to say my sister gave it to Andrew. So, you know, Andrew's much younger than my Barry by 13 years. They've got 13 years between them. And I don't think we had Candyland. We don't have Candyland. And I don't think we got it when Barry was younger. But I want to say it was my sister. She got him this, it was like 4 board games in one, like this set. And Candyland is one of them. And it just looks different. It looks different from the older one, from when I was little. Thank you. It is. I have 5 more chapters to complete after this one. Then I'm done. Woot woot. How you going to celebrate, Joanne? Have you given any thought? Hello, Django-esque. I just watched Maniac Cop and now reading Fear Street, The Dead Lifeguard. That sounds fun. You too, Coda, from Elena. And then hello to JK. Your book seems really good. Nice to meet you. What are you working on today? What genres do you enjoy reading and writing? Yes, Kat, that's exactly what the book is. Oh my goodness, that sounds great. The new Tarot movie apparently is based off of horoscope. I love that. I love that. I think I would like that book. Just because, I mean, not that I'm not huge into astrology, but I do like reading my horoscope. And my sister has tarot cards and she'll give me readings whenever I see her. I should tell her to bring them in June because she's coming to visit in June. So I should tell her to bring them and give me a reading because every time she gives a reading, some things do happen. Like I had a special number when we were in Sicily and that number kept popping up. It was very, very strange. But I don't want any kind of a serial killer coming to get me if they're after Capricorns. Elderly falls are tough. My Nana is starting to have lots of balance issues, but refuses to start using any type of cane walker. So we're always having to like walk behind her in case we have to catch her. Yeah, and I shouldn't have given my mom the choice of bringing her walker today. I mean, it worked out, but my mom, when we got out, we had to park kind of far away. And I'm like, "Are you sure you don't want to bring your walker?" And she's like, "No, no." And so when we got out, she was doing fine initially. Well, then she just got scared, and she had she had one arm. So let me think. That would have been her left arm. Her left arm was wrapped around me, and then her right hand was out here, but she had her little fist clenched because she was like feeling like off balance. So luckily we didn't have to go very far. There was a wheelchair by an elevator, not the one we needed to go in, but by an elevator. And so I was like, we're going to use this wheelchair. And so she was great with that. She was fine. So I got to zoom her around everywhere. And then we just had to walk that little bit back and she was fine. But I told her, I said, you have to bring your walker no matter what, whether we need to use it or not. But yeah, it's very scary because, you know, my mom has osteoporosis. And so her bones are just not able to handle a break, you know, like she's more susceptible to having a break. But we are very happy that, I mean, lucky too, I guess, that when she did break her hip, it was not like a full hip replacement. It was fractured. And so I think that helped out. And it was good that my mom she exercised a lot and, you know, walked around a lot. She used to teach aerobics actually at one point in her life and taught line dance. And so it was sort of like that kind of helped, you know, that she had done that back in the day. I'm reading Chasing Nirvana by Ellen Oaksmith for Old School April. I hope you're enjoying Old School April, Olivia. I know this is your first time. I came in late, so sorry to hear about Andrew, Kat. Hope everything goes well. Our bodies are crazy. Yeah, it's fascinating. Really is fascinating the more you learn about it. And the crazy thing is Megan, his girlfriend, is going to school to be a nurse. And we were talking about it after, and she's like, yeah, I kind of remember that, you know, talking about that in anatomy, but like, I was like, that probably isn't really true. And then she's like, now she finds out and she's like, woo, but she's been trying to observe the nurses also to see exactly. And actually it is thanks to Megan. Megan is the one, he went to work and Megan was texting me and saying, I really think he needs to go to urgent care. He went to work Monday morning, even though he wasn't feeling great. And so I texted and I said, I think you should go to urgent care, go tell them or whatever. So Megan, you know, if it wasn't for her insisting, I don't know if he would have gone. And then who knows what would have happened. That's interesting. Yes, very interesting. Alicia, it's actually happening. Thanks so much for the rec. I'm reading The Lost Bookshop. Wonderful. Love anything about a bookshop. Carrots give you a crunch. I know, Diane, but carrots are just not as fun as crunching on cracklins. I still need to pick out a recipe for baking yesteryear. Yeah, so, oh yeah, well, what kind of baking is it? Breads, cakes, pies? Kaylin read The Overnight by Ross Dunn about a year ago. I like that one. Good. Yep, it's Fear Street. Okay. I'm not as schooled on Fear Street. I'm a newbie to that. Get home, take a shower, then eat. Very good. I'm currently reading The Stranger in Our House by John Mars. Ooh. Hi, Stormy. Hi, Amy from Libya. I'm hoping to start Murder Road tonight. I'm giving up on getting it from the library, so we'll probably burn a Libro credit on it. Good for you for not waiting. Hey, Coda. Yes, Kat, the Vanderbeekers are middle grade. I thought so. I'm loving each book in the series. Yeah, it sounded familiar to me. Evening, Joanne. I am reading tonight. What are you going to do with an excised appendix? Ha. I would put it on my shelf and I would say, ha, look at my appendix on my shelf. And I would even show y'all. I would show everybody. If somebody came to visit me, I'd say, look at my appendix. Isn't it awesome? That's just me. Oh, hey, R.A. Hope you're having a lovely day. Yes, I am. Hope you are too. I'm watching Baby Reindeer on Netflix. It's a bit odd. I need to figure out how to log my old school April stuff. There is a submission form. You need to look in the Discord. There is a submission form. Joanne, attack hug. With Alicia, I've mostly been scribbling things down on random pieces of paper. Yes, I have mine in my notebook. I haven't submitted anything yet. So yeah, there is a submission form, like it's digital, but it's there. Same here. Never Ending Story is a great book. Yeah, I think you'd like Gothic Cat. I mean, there isn't anything in it that I know you don't like anyway. Okay, well, that sounds good. I like the name. I like it. Fear Street is popular in this room. Yep. Whoop, whoop. I have a desk of tarot cards that are the Disney villains. That's fun. Hello, Heidi. I started We Are the Dead, book 1 of The Last War. And for all the fantasy fanatics out there, it's really great. I have also been watching the classic Twilight Zone episodes. Wonderful. I love me some Twilight Zone. Love, love, love. I love the one where the kid puts everybody in his family into the cornfield. That one's a really good one. Really like that one. And also when the sun is about to come and like burn everybody up in the apartment, that one's pretty good too. And everybody's like paranoid with each other. So good. Twilight Zone is such a great show. It is. Love it, love it. I found a used copy of Girl Sleuth. Nancy Drew, the lady in the store, said she didn't like it because she had not read Nancy Drew books. Well, how can you not like it? You need to read those Nancy Drew. I would have said, lady, you need to check out some Nancy Drew. I'm glad you got it though. Yes, I will say this, and I'm going to say this, I guess, when I do my wrap up. I just recently found out that Carolyn Keene is not a real person. That is a pen name for several writers that wrote the Nancy Drew books. And Anne has told me that there is a book called Girl Sleuth Nancy Drew that is about the people, the women. I think there was also a man, if I'm not mistaken, who wrote the Nancy Drew books. Hello, hellos. Howard to all. Well wishes for you, Andrew. Thank you. Attack hugs to RA. I have been watching one episode every night from season 1 in order. Wonderful. Oh, there's also one with, I think the actor's name is Burgess Meredith. Is when his wife never lets him read, and he's so excited because there's like an apocalypse, and he is able to be in this vault kind of area, I think, and then there's a twist to it, and it's very devastating. I want to say it's Burgess Meredith, might be the actor, but very good. Hi, JK. Hi, still going on. I love old school April. Yay! I'm glad you're loving it. Hey, Kat, I'm in the Sierra here and I'm lurking, but why do you not like Chris carrots and watch? Oh, I like carrots, but if I have a choice between eating carrots or cracklins or carrots and candy, I'm going to want to eat the other. I mean, but I will eat the carrots if that's all I have. Hello, Stormy. Hello, Project Sugar and Spice coming this year. Bacon yesteryear's all nostalgic recipes from 1900s to 1980s. I'm thinking maybe Velveeta fudge. Velveeta fudge for old school April. Wow. Velveeta fudge. That sounds interesting. That's a good answer, Kat. How about the appendix? The appendix in a jar would be great for Zombie-thon. Yes. I would love it. I mean, I do have different skulls and bones of animals in my home. I had a horse skull, I need to find out what Andrew did with it. I don't know what he did with my horse skull. Hey, Joanne, my friend. How's Sugar and Spice, your cupcake side story, and how are you in general? Are you reading anything at the moment? That's from Jordan. That's the goal. Only 5 more chapters to revise. Then the book is on its way to beta readers. Going well. Love, love, love. Who wrote Gothic? Amy Noel. Who wrote Gothic? Please tell us. It's Project Sugar Spice is going well. Thanks for asking. Just 5 more chapters to revise and off to beta readers. Since we're talking about appendix, I got mine removed at the age of 12 and it was actually nearly about ready to burst and they removed it. I am so glad, Jordan, that it did not burst on you. That's excellent news. And yes, it is not uncommon for you to have your appendix removed when you're younger. I was actually almost trying to think. My son, Barry, who's 35, was in No, I take that back. He was in 3rd grade when I had mine removed. So that was back in the 90s. There are 2 different submission forms, one for books and movies and a separate one for activities. Thank you, Amy. I wish we could put a link in here. Hi, Kim. I'm reading Iceberg by Jennifer A. Nielsen. It's a middle grade about the Titanic. It is very good. Hope to finish it today. Well, good luck with that. I hope you do too. Oh, Amy Noel, so good. Here is a link for books and movies. Okay, so Alicia and Stina, these are for you. The most iconic Twilight Zone for me was Time Enough at Last, the one with the guy with oh yes, that's the one I was talking about. I'm pretty sure it's Burgess Meredith. I've seen that one so many times. Me too. That is, but it's so sad. It's so sad. Speaking of Project Sugar and Spice, Vinny's one is interested in supporting my writing. I'd really love to commission character art either this month or the next. If anything one wants to locate is what I was about to say. Here is the link. So if anybody feels called to do that. I woke up one night and found I had extreme dizziness, headache, and a gigantic pain in my stomach. I go to the hospital. They found they needed to remove it. Yep. Classic. The Twilight Zone episode with Burgess Meredith is one of my absolute favorites. It is the one where he wants to read. I know, and his wife is so darn mean. Ugh. Enjoy the show. So good. To Heidi. Burgess Meredith and the glasses. Yep. What happened to Andrew? Had to leave to steep tea for my dad. He had an emergency appendectomy, Joanna, on Monday. So he is in the hospital recuperating. Heidi's favorite Twilight Zone is To Serve Man. Reminds me of Arthur C. Clarke's Childhood's End. You're thinking of Mr. Bemis with the glasses. Yeah, I don't know what his... Yeah, but I think Burgess Meredith, Kaylin confirmed that, is the actor. Yeah, I am the same cat. I find I haven't read any Nancy Drew, and I want to read like Nancy Drew stories, essentially. Yeah, you should. I've read them when I was younger, and I'm rereading them now. I had to look up Cracklins. Haha. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Yummy, yummy. Ugh. My May is filled with some zombie middle grade, along with my other middle grade May picks. Yay! Woot woot. The gas station by my house made fresh cracklins every day, and I love getting them. They also made fried chicken gizzards, which I love. Yes, those are delicious too. Very nice. Yeah, Travis, I know you. I'm speaking your language with the cracklins. Yeah, we found some. They're not as good as homemade, but you can't complain. You get what you get. If I get my hips replaced, will they let me keep the removed bone? That's a good question. I don't know. You would think they would. Why won't they? Unless they're going to go send it to pathology and then tell you it's toxic. But it's a bone, and if you broke it, how can it be toxic? I don't know. Okay, here it is. Kaylin, Gothic is by Philip Fracassi. Thank you for the link, Amy. Thanks for the link. Woot woot. For the link for old submissions. I have been told that if you have not read the Nancy Drew books, Girl Sleuth would not be interested. I see. That makes sense, I guess so. Hello, Zach. I'm reading Before Us by Nathan Heistad and starting Bridge to Terabithia for FOMO Book Club. Very nice. Zach, have you ever read Bridge to Terabithia? I'm hoping I can attend the FOMO Book Club meeting because I haven't been in a couple of them because of things going on in my personal life. Well, I chose not to read the last book because of its content. Hey, hey, Emma. Woot woot. I guess y'all are finished on Andy's. Like button booped. Thank you, ma'am. Hope you're all having a great time. So far, so good. My brother had a horse skull. Its name was Trigger. Woo! Yeah, the science teacher at the school I worked at Holy Ghost was going to throw it away. I'm like, why would you throw that away? That is like the coolest thing. So I took it and I put it on top of my bookshelf in my classroom. And then when I left the school, well, when I left the classroom teaching language arts, I didn't leave the school at that time. I was becoming an instructional coach. I took it home because I'm like, it's the coolest thing. I love it. And I had one year, I had a student and he asked if he could bring his bull skull. And I was sure, go ahead. And so we had the horse skull and the bull skull next to each other on the shelf. And then when he graduated, he took it with him. Not my horse skull, his bull skull. 30. Thank you. My hips aren't even broken. They're just shaped wrong. Yeah. Well, I think that if you do have them replaced, that I think you should be able to keep your hip bone. I don't know what the rule is about. I mean, you can keep that for animals, but I don't know why we can't keep our stuff. I'm driving to pick up my roommate and listening to the live. A rock just hit my windshield and cracked it. This day is cursed. That is awful. That is the worst, Travis. I'm telling you. Not a longhorn skull, but I don't know where to put it. I had a rod and screws in my leg. When they changed them, I got to keep the old rod and screws. That's cool. The screws look like they came from Home Depot. Oh my goodness. That is so neat. That is actually neat. Oh my goodness. And to think that was inside your body. I find at least one good skull on my property every year. I always keep them. Yeah, I think it's cool. Andrew has found some different things and he has a box, but I do need to ask him where our the horse skull is. Because you know what? I could put the horse skull in here on top of my bookcase. I mean, y'all won't ever see it, but I could show it to y'all and let you know. Or I could put it on this bookcase over here where I have my X-Files pop Funkos. I think bones and organs would be considered medical waste, so potentially hazardous. Yeah, well, it's kind of a bummer, if you ask me. Well, we are down to the end of the comments. So I am going to do a sprint. We're going to start with our 30-minute sprint. I always like to start in the beginning with 30 minutes. And I do have a would you rather today. So let me stop this one and go to our would you rather. And it is, would you rather explore the labyrinth of the Goblin King or search for treasure with the Goonies? That is what you have to choose from today for would you rather. If anybody watched my old school April tag, you should know what I would end up choosing based on a little bit of tidbit of information in there. So let me get our little kitty cat started. Our kitty cat has 2 different colored eyes, which I think is fascinating ever since I discovered that on Alex of Frank Fiction's channel. So let's share. And here we go. Okay. So I hope everyone has a productive reading sprint, and I'll see you back in a little bit. Hello, hello. I'm so close to finishing. I have like 4 pages left. How did y'all do? This is so cute. Funicula is so cute. And their little puppy, Howie, is always cracking jokes, which I think are hilarious. And I love all the references to writers, horror writers that Chester reads. So much fun. Let me pop this, stop that. Okie dokie. So let's see what y'all got up to. Let's see who answered questions. Aha. So Stina said Goonies for her. Kaylin said Goblin King. Yes, because of David Bowie. Yes, I think I would love to visit the Goblin King and see what is there. I mean, both choices I think are excellent choices, so it's kind of hard to decide. But if I had to choose, that'd be my choice too. Medical waste. To think how dull parties used to be in the Victorian era if you didn't serve ground up mummy. And now look at society. So hard to choose. I know, Olivia. I know, because I think in both instances you would have a great time. Search for treasure with the Goonies. Froggy said, I got to go with the Goonies. And Zach said, neither. But if I had to choose, I'd go with Labyrinth because I don't like the movie with the Goonies. Sorry, not sorry. No, it's your choice. We will respect it. I have to pick the Goonies. Come on, Josh Brolin and Sloth. It's a comfort movie for me. Yeah, I just think it's great that Josh Brolin was in this movie. I will go off the road with this question and choose Living in Gondor with Aragon and Faramir in the Fourth Age. Oh, Heidi. I would think you would have picked Labyrinth because that's fantastical. Hello, Carissa. I will be attempting to finish The Dragon Reborn tonight. That sounds like a fun title. I haven't read Bridge to Terabithia, but I have seen the movie. P.S. Pretty sure in the U.S. they have to give you your bones back if you ask for them, but they make it as difficult as possible to get them. Probably. Lurking. Hello, Andy. I'll take you lurking. That's fine. And Zach said, look up Christy Loyal for the bones thing. She got her skeleton foot back, but they tried to lie to her and said she couldn't have it. I mean, I really don't understand what they would do with it if it's not, like something bad happened. Ooh, this is to Carissa. Robert Jordan always gives you a big ending. Did you end up liking Matt Cawthon in his third book? This is the book where he gets a personality and humor. Hello, Halko. How are you? What are you doing? Are you crocheting or are you reading, watching? What you doing? The wheel weaves as the wheel wills, blood and bloody ashes. The Goonies for Robin. My diamond painting of the classic horror movie character came in today. Yay, Robin. So you're going to start? Hey, Christian. Hey, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good day. If I had to choose, I would say explore Labyrinth of the Goblin King. Well, we'd make a good team, Christian. We'd also have Kaylin on our team, too. All hanging out. Stephen Fry. Must be the author. Whoops. Oh, well, we also have Zach on our team, too. The Goonies for Christina. Didn't get any reading done. Had a phone call with my oldest kid and walked the dog. Well, that's nice. It's nice to spend time with your child and your dog, even if you were on the phone call. It's nice. Cool, thanks. I'll take a look and see if that gives me any clues how to ask for my bones. Yeah, I think that you should be able to. Started supper and chatted. What you having for supper, Christina? I bet you it's going to be something good. Hello, Jersey. Welcome. I think this is the first time you have been on my sprints. So happy to have you here. What are you up to? Goonies for Jazz, definitely. And pumpkin cake is almost done baking. Oh, it sounds delicious. On your pumpkin cake, do you put some kind of like cream cheese frosting on it? It sounds delightful. So delightful. Packed for the day and got on the bus. Yay! Have a great, I guess, field trip because you're going on a bus to the parade, right? Hello, Chris. How are you today? Livia only read 32 pages. Oh, only 32 pages to finish my book. Ooh, you're getting close. You're getting close. I have 5. Symph Adventures has 20 pages read, and April Fool's Day is really fun. As for the question, I would want both. I want to dance magic dance and solve puzzles. That's great. That is awesome. Like that. I mean, I would love to visit the Goblin King. It is David Bowie after all, but the Goonies had more fun. Labyrinth scared me as a kid, so that's a no for me. It's been so long since I've seen it, but yeah, I guess it could be kind of scary, some of the creatures in Labyrinth. But some of those like criminals in Goonies were kind of creepy. I made ice cream. You made ice cream? Like, did you make homemade ice cream, Alicia? If so, I'm jelly. The bird that came to visit my family came back. Woot woot. Hello, Megan. Hi, everyone. Just joining in. I'm listening to Our Share of Night and doing some crafting tonight. What kind of crafting are you doing? Do tell. Do tell. I finally finished my little puzzle that I was making when I was on sprints with Kelsi. I'm telling you, those little pieces were hard, but I did post in Discord. It came out cute. What was so hard about that little puzzle is that there were pieces that looked like they fit together, but clearly other pieces were not fitting in. So I had to do a lot of finagling to get it completed. Goblin King all the way for Shauna. Diane said, I'll be finishing up The Other Side of the Road by Andrea Bartz in the next sprint. That sounds like a plan. I'll be finishing Nighty Nightmare as well. Probably eating dinner too. I think there's something about asking for parts back and it being religious reasons. They have to or something. Maybe so. Lovely, Joanne. Ignore the fry comment. That's okay. I'm really liking Matt in this book. He has grown on me a lot. And Robin says, no, I'm working on a Harry Potter one right now, and I have 2 other ones I need to do for the 6 different diamond painting for the horror ones. I wonder if they have zombie diamond painting. Probably not. They always do other kind of horror stuff. Zombies kind of get shoved to the side. I never saw Labyrinth. Was that Jim Henson Muppets? I do like David Bowie. Did you pick him for one musician you would have liked to see in concert? Yes, I did. I would have loved to have seen David Bowie. His music is amazing. And I do believe it is the Jim Henson Muppets. I would have to look it up to be sure. Beef and Guinness stew over rice, and for the kiddo, lentil stew over rice. Yum. Of course, that's a must. If only I could send some through the screen. I know. Are you going to post? Are you going to post your pumpkin cake in Discord just so I could at least see it? Or send it to me in Insta? Now there are 2 birds. Yay. It's eating something, but I don't know what. Maybe a bug? This is to Carissa. Matt is my favorite character of all time. I wish he was a real person. You have 11 more books to get to know him. Homemade ice cream is so easy to make. I have an ice cream maker, and it's so helpful. You probably have an electric one, right? Not like my mom and dad had the old crank con where everybody had to crank and to get it to some kind of consistency. But oh my goodness, I bet you it's delicious. Very good. My husband did bring home some those nutty bar, those Nutter Butter bars that Little Debbie made. Well, he brought home an ice cream that had that Nutter Butter bar coating on the outside. It was pretty good. I had that yesterday. Bird has flown away. Joanna, we have baby birds in a nest, 3 of them. And they're still there. I checked on them today. I could just see the tops of their head, very barely. I read Beast of the East last night, starting my book club pick for this month that I do with local friends. That's fun. And one of them chose a Colleen Hoover, which is the only reason I'm reading it. Which Colleen Hoover is it? I have Verity. Someone sent it to me in a book exchange, but I haven't read any Colleen Hoover, but that will be my first when I get to it. And Chris is really looking forward to it. I just finished dinner. Yay, ready to tidy up my desk and read. That sounds like a plan, Alicia. And I'm glad you're feeling better. I like to scrapbook, but haven't done it in a while. I'm doing some junk journaling to try to get my creative juices flowing. That sounds fun. I haven't scrapbooked in a while either. The last time I scrapbooked was in June of 2023 when I went to my little girls' scrapbooking event that we go to annually, which I won't be going this year, but one of my things on my list for this year is to clean out my scrapbook room because it really has become overflow for books. It has also become overflow for my little birds, which I did get another little bird. His name is, what is his name? Junior. Look how cute he is. He's got a little inner tube. See him? Toot, toot, toot. Haven't even taken the tags off. My friend Simon sent me my little junior bird. And I did get my little patriotic birds too from Target, but they're in my scrapbook room. I need to clean out my scrapbook room so I can scrapbook. Otherwise, my kids are never going to get their finished scrapbooks. It was Jim Henson Muppets, but not the ones on the Muppet Show. Right. Jim Henson's company created them. I've been putting it off till now. Will do. Thank you, Jazz. I would love to see it. Just did a quick search, and there is a very creepy zombie diamond painting on Amazon. Ugh, need to scrub that image from my brain. Well, I don't diamond paint, but if anybody is wanting to do that for Zombie-thon, they can. And Elena is live in 1 minute. And Robin, on Tuesday, I'm getting 3 teeth pulled. Yuck. So I will probably be in ice cream for a while. Yes. Oh man, I remember cranking the ice cream canister. Yes, I remember that as a kid. If you want to stop by and say hi, Elena is going to be live. Her link is at the top. If anybody is interested. My friend's mom had a hand crank ice cream maker. I think she liked it because it wore us out. It kept y'all busy and out of trouble, Megan. Oh, that's so cute. And mine is definitely electric. Yes, I would think by this point you could get one. And Elena's telling us again that she is live. And hey, I got home and got to start a new book today, but I don't know what to read. Yes, that's always a quandary you can get into, Jenny. I'm glad you're here, though. That's the one benefit of having multiple books going is that if you finish a book, then you can kind of do that while you're looking for a new book and then have that new book to the side ready to go. Denise read 26 pages, had to finish the chapter before returning to the chat. I understand that. I think this is the last chapter, so I don't think I have anything after Trails End. No, I don't. So, yeah. I am definitely going to finish that in the next chat for sure, not in the next sprint. Yes, ma'am, indeed. I'm glad I'm feeling better too. I was going to clean out my closet before I got sick, so I still have to finish that. Well, good luck with that. I definitely need to clean out a bunch of closets. After I eat, I'll be listening to Sookie Stackhouse book 130, book 1. 130 out of 313 while working on my diamond painting. Fun. I started the Sookie Stackhouse books right before we started watching True Blood, so I could kind of have a point of reference, and I was going to try to keep up. But the show ended up deviating a lot from the books, so then I stopped. I think I made it to book 3. So I think I would have to go back. That was years ago. So I'd have to go back. It's called Too Late. Sort of a thriller romance, sort of like Verity, which I read last year. Well, what did you think of Verity? Because I've heard like mixed things about it. Some people really like it, and some people are like, meh. But they also say it's a good one to start with Colleen Hoover. So what do you think, Christian? Same for me with scrapbooking, and better if I don't talk about my craft room. Yeah, it's really, I really wish it was not a catch-all, but part of our issue here is I've got to clean closets out to make some prime real estate. Andrew and I have to go through all of his tubs that are in the living room. That way I can put books on shelves. That would be helpful because I do have 2 bookshelves that need to be assembled. And then I also have to go through Barry Jr. stuff. So it's just a mess. And then Andrew's room, he has closet space, but his closet is not organized. So I need to organize his closet to move stuff into his closet. That's what I would say. I shouldn't complain because I made them read Stephen King, which they tend to groan at. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a read in order to get your read in. I get it. How are you liking the Sookie Stackhouse? I'm on book 7, and that's Alicia asking. It's just coming midnight here, so I will wish you all a great rest of your day. Take care and happy reading. Bye. Thanks for joining for a little while. Have a nice rest. Nice sleep. Oh, yeah, Sookie Stackhouse books and TV show are complete opposites. Yeah, I ended up realizing that. Can you believe it? And Robin is enjoying the book. I read up to 3 or 4 a long time ago, but don't read the book to watch the show because they're nothing like that after the first one. Yes. I mean, there's like a major person in the show that I'm like, what happened? This cannot be possible. It's like I almost didn't want to go on. I'm like, this is so sad. But yeah, I think I made it to 3. I need to go back and reread them because I'd like to finish the series. I have the entire series. And Christian says that Verity was one of the first I read by her, and I liked it better than the others I read that was popular by her, like It Ends With Us. Okay, well, that's good to know. I mean, I'm going to read Verity. Someone sent it to me, like I said, in a book exchange. And I've heard more positive responses about the book than negative, but it'll be an adventure to read my first Colleen Hoover, and then I can say I did. Just be warned, as you read the series, it gets weirder and weirder. Yeah, well, I'm okay with weird. And I mean, the show got kind of weird too, but I guess what you're saying is the book's weirder than the movie, the show, the series, which I didn't finish the series either. I think we had one more season or the last 2 seasons. I can't remember. So I think I probably have to rewatch that again too. It's just too much. You got to keep up. I got to keep up. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you're saying the series, the books are weirder than how it got weird in the TV series. Okay. Well, that's a good warning for sure. Yeah, so I'm glad everybody answered our question, but it is time for Mad Libs. And our Mad Libs, this is about as close as I could get to one of our old school April questions. And yes, book's weirder than show. Okay, well, that's good to know. I might like that. We shall see. We shall see. It depends on what you mean by weird. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our Mad Libs. Let me get us some music. I've been putting dance pop on, but maybe we could do some night driving. And then you just have to let me know if it's too loud. I think night driving is my favorite out of our music. And let's see. Alicia said, yay. For Mad Libs, I'm assuming. Dexter's based on books. I read the first 5, and they are different and weird. I got the first book from Kelsi. She gave me the first one. And Heidi said, I sent you a comment about Svengoolie. He has a Saturday night show on the Me TV channel. I'll always be horror movies. I think all your subs would love it. Okay, thank you. I will have to check that out. Did you send me that comment on Discord, Insta? Tell me. Dexter, I agree with. I read. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I heard that it also deviates. Okay, so this is somewhat related to what we're doing here. I watched the show for Dexter first and read the books. Did I question what was going on? Okay, so I need a noun. A noun, please. True Blood is on Hulu if you have it. Yes, I do have Hulu. That's good to know because I was getting True Blood actually on disc from on DVD from Netflix. And then, as you know, if anybody knows, Netflix stopped their disc service, their DVD service in September. Undertaker for a noun. Okay, let's see if we have some other nouns here. Ooh. Pineapple. Pineapple. Yay. I'm going to use, okay, let's see. Skull. Skull. Goblin. Probably going to be so silly. It's Elena. Kind of commented in your last video. Old school April tag. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so any more? Oh, okay. Appendix. How fitting. Okay. And that's what I saw. I missed Stina's before that. Okay. Next is I need an adjective. An adjective, a word to describe our skulls, pineapples, goblins, and appendixes. Appendices? Well, you only have one appendix, but you could have appendices in a book, right? Adjective. Ooh, bubbly. This one I seem to have to talk in some kind of a dialect. Gooey. Gooey. Let's see, any more adjectives? No more, but let's see what else y'all got. Furry from Denise, freaky, and smelly. Delightful. I need a verb, like in a to phrase, like to something. A verb. Yeah, vicious would have been a good one. A verb. It's crazy. I only need one verb in this entire story. Creep. Yay. Okay. Ossify. To noise. Whoa. I'm trying to press. Okay. Barbecue. Ooh. To sniff. Dance. Eat. Dance. Fly. To knit. This is on hold music. This is night driving. We're driving at night. Okay, I need an adverb, which is to describe those verbs, to describe sniffing, or another adjective or another adverb. In this case, it's describing a verb. Horrifically. Horrifically. Whoops. Stinker. Is disabled. Oh. Loudly and vertically. Okay. I only needed one adverb. I need plural noun. Plural noun. Ooh, plural noun. And you know what? I gotta go back up here. Goblin. Oh no, appendix was the last one. Okay, good. Ooh, goats. Goats. How many goats do you have, Alicia? Kings. Ooh, and I like this one. Cucumbers. Cucumbers. Okay. Can I make your beehives a beehive? Because I do need a noun that's not plural. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it a beehive. Okay, rodents. Ooh, cat. Okay, so I need a part of the body. A part of the body. I know y'all love part of the body. If Kristina's in here, we're going to get a gams or a gam. Ooh, phalanges. Phalanges. Ear. That's going to be funny. Okay, let me see. Because I don't want to skip anything. Yes, okay, we got it. So let's see what others. Leg, nose, head, and knee. Very good. Good choices. Okay, so I have our story and we know what's going to happen. We are going to listen to the story when we come back from our sprint. So we're going to do 45 if that's okay with everyone. That'll give me time to finish my chapter and eat dinner. My hubby just got home. So let's see. Sounds good to Alicia. Yeah, this is kind of mellow. Our mellow music. Okay, happy reading, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Woot woot. Okay, let's stop that. I think we're finished with that. So how did everybody do? I finished Nighty Nightmare, and I also ate dinner. My husband did stop and bring us canes. So that's what I ate. I also watched Crystal at Fiber Artsy's Old School April Tag. It was really cute. Well, I say cute at the end because she showed all of her Cabbage Patch and her Barbie. I can't believe she still has all of that. That's really neat. I have a Cabbage Patch doll that my friend Shelly had given me, and I have my fashion plates, and I also have my little felt doll that's like a paper doll. I have a Raggedy Ann doll, but my Raggedy Ann is like Frankenstein. My mom's husky got a hold of it and damaged its face, and I can't get it fixed. I got to figure out how to get that fixed so she can get a new face. She got new legs. My mom fixed her legs because my cat tore the legs up, scratching on it or whatever. But I wanted to keep it because my grandmother gave me that doll. But I don't have like my Barbie dolls. I'm really sad that I don't have quite a few of my toys from back in the day. That's probably why we have so much of my kids' stuff. Now, some of Barry's things we have gotten rid of, but Andrew wants to keep everything that he ever received ever in his whole entire life. So let's see. I'm trying to see something on here. Okay, sorry. I keep getting these pop-up things. Okay, sorry. It's like being distracted. So anyway, that's what I got up to. Nighty Nightmare was cute. Another little adventure with Chester and Howie and Howard. And this time we had another character named Dog and their little adventures. My favorite character is Chester, but I don't know. I mean, I like all of them. I can't really say, but this one had like a story within a story, which was kind of neat. And then you had characters who appeared to be one way, but they, are not really who they seem. They're a little odd, but it was still great fun. I enjoyed it. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish all of the rest of them before the end of April. So I'll probably have to finish them like in the summertime. Okay, so let's see what you all got up to. Let's see. That's when Alicia was saying sounds good to that. Kristina's saying booty traps. Just saying. Okay. And then there was a bog of eternal stench, a little scared of that place. And Shauna said, gotta head out. I hope you all have a great evening. I hope Andrew keeps improving and that he goes home on time. Thank you so much, Shauna. I'm so glad you were here and spent some time with us. And thank you for all the positive vibes for Andrew. All of that helps. Okay, and then Denise read 17 pages. Very nice. Elena's trying to get her live streaming going. And then Alicia got the kiddos ready for bed. I made my May TBR list and read a few pages. Excellent. So fun. I'm in the process of narrowing down what I'm going to read and watch for Zombie-thon. But I also have a middle grade March book that I'm going to be reading, and I have to see what they're going to pick for Cozy Cottage. And I think FOMO has another book for May and June, if I'm not mistaken. Watched the parade, pet some dogs, and had a conversation with a veteran. That is so nice, Froggy. That sounds like a wonderful time. Tell us more about these dogs, Froggy. Yes, please do. Hello, Jellicle. I just got off work and joined 15 minutes ago. I should have joined while I was working. It greatly helps me focus. Yeah, and sometimes it makes the time go by faster, too. Took a shower and ate some ice cream. I forgot to ask you, Alicia, what flavor ice cream did you make? Do tell, do tell. And Christian read a chapter and played some Animal Crossing. Fun. I've never played Animal Crossing, but Andrew has, and he had so much fun with it. Sounds like a game that I think I would like to play. Christina is going to have to watch that movie soon. And Stina says, I have to go get dinner started, but I got some work done. Thanks for a fun afternoon, y'all. Bye. See you soon. I'm reading Dead 11. I'm not sure. It's slow, but I want to know what's going on. Dead 11, I believe, is the one that is the book club pick. And Kelsi just finished it. She ended up enjoying it, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Does it have the videotape on the front of it? And Robin is at 154 of 313. Good progress. And Alicia's goal is to finish out my primary goal of 52 books by the end of May. I'm currently 38 out of 52. That is amazing. I am so far behind on my Goodreads. That's why I need to try to write a review or two. I'd love to do that tonight, but not sure if I'll get to. But it just keeps piling up. I'm about ready to just put stars and not read anything and not do reviews until I can get caught up. If any of you are in Northern Colorado tomorrow, I hope you'll stop by Totally 80s Pizza and have a little nostalgia party with me and some of my book club friends. That sounds so fun. Okay, y'all. So Stina, who is Skeleton Key on BookTube, she is going to be at Totally 80s Pizza. So if anybody's in the area, Stina, do you live close to Coda? I wonder. I did see one dog in the parade with a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses on. That's cute. Strawberry ice cream. I think next time I will make sherbet. I love sherbet. I actually loved this sherbet that Bluebell Ice Cream made, and they only did it like one summer. It was like a mango lime kind of thing, and it was delicious. It was really good. It would be nice to have an ice cream maker. Want the cinnamon ice cream I get at the fair around here. So good, can't find at stores. Yeah, but you could try to make it. Alicia, was your ice cream maker expensive? The electrical one? Our share of night is so long, 29 hours. I've made it through about 8. I ended up organizing instead of crafting. Yeah, sometimes that happens. You want to do one thing and then you end up doing something different. But at least you're doing something productive. And Stina said we'll be at Totally 80s from about 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Well, I hope you have fun. It sounds like a good time. I'll be at work during that time. And of course, I'm not in Colorado. Ooh, I need to read Dead 11 as it takes place in Door County, Wisconsin, where my family had a cottage when I was a kid. Fun, fun. And Stina's in Fort Collins. I think Coda's in the south part. I posted a pic on my Instagram for a readathon I was doing for Palestine, and now I need to take a pic for 6 Ed April for today. Fun. Also, Stina, are you close to Mac Nation in Lakewood, or is that in a totally different place? Yep, Dead 11 is the one with the VHS tape on the cover and Katrina's pick, but I don't know, not enjoying the way I thought it would. Aw. I think Kelsi said it was kind of slow in the beginning, but then she ended up liking it. Jazz is almost done reading The Overnight and starting an anthology inspired by Fear Street on KU called Reader Beware. I love that title. Ooh, I just got Dead 11 from the library the other day. And I got the ice cream maker years ago, but I think you can get the same model for about $60 to $70, give or take. I'll have to look. I have a $60 credit right now at Target. Don't know if my husband wants to use that for something else, but maybe I could do that. Lakewood is near Denver. Yes, it's right outside Denver. I get that way occasionally, but not often. Well, I don't know if you've ever eaten at Mac Nation, but it's fantastic. It's all macaroni and cheese, but it's made in the most delightful way. And there is a macaroni and cheese dish for every state. So like when I went to visit her at the time she was living there, I got the New Orleans one that was delicious. And then we got these little flights. So they're smaller. I think we got 3 flights and we got to taste them. But oh my God, there's so many delicious ones. It's not your regular mac and cheese. Let's put it that way. It's divine. I loved Dead 11. It was slow, but I love it. Okay. Yeah, so Chris, maybe give it a little more time and see what happens. Okay, let's read our Mad Libs, and then we're gonna do, I think, one more sprint. It'll be another shorter one. Sounds delicious. I look for it next time I'm in the Denver area. Yes, it's in Lakewood, and it's like, it's not a fancy restaurant by any means. It's like a little hole in the wall kind of place. But I'm telling you, if you like mac and cheese and you like a variety, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I mean, they just have so many great things. I mean, in fact, I guess you could just look it up and see what kind of stuff they have, to entice you in that. Get the ice cream maker when you can make the mango lime sherbet live on these sprints. Yeah, I don't know how I would do that in my room, making lime. I guess if it's not too messy, I could sit it to the side and y'all could hear it churning, but then I'd feel kind of bad that I'm churning this ice cream and I can't share it with y'all, because that's what I would like to do. I'd like to share it with y'all. Okay, so here we go. Mad Libs. And I went ahead and found one called Talk Like a Pirate. I figured with Treasure and the Goonies, I had a better chance of doing that than exploring, in Labyrinth with the Goblin King. So here we go. Ye can always pretend to be a bloodthirsty undertaker, threatening everyone by waving your bubbly sword in the air. But until ye learn to creep like a pirate, you'll never be horrifically accepted as an authentic pineapple. So here's what you do. Cleverly work into your daily conversations gooey pirate phrases such as, ahoy there, goats, avasti ye kings, and shiver me cucumbers. Remember to drop all your G's when you say such words as sailing, spitting, and fighting. This will give ye a phalange start to being recognized as a swashbuckling beehive. Once ye have the lingo down pat, it helps to wear a three-cornered skull on your head, stash a goblin in your pants, and keep an appendix perched atop your ear. Aye, now you be a real pirate. I don't have the best pirate speak, but that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Talk like a pirate. That one was very silly, I have to say. Very silly indeed. Learn to creep like a pirate. Never be horrifically accepted as an authentic pineapple. And then I love shiver me cucumbers. And ahoy there, goats. And then, of course, stashing a goblin in your pants. I don't know if that would be the best thing to do. And keeping an appendix perched atop your ear would look a little strange. But what can I say? That one was funny. This one was funny. So I guess for our episode tonight, so many things. I would say Shiver Me Cucumbers would be the title of our sprints for tonight. Shiver Me Cucumbers. I need to use that one. Yes, I think that one's very funny. I like that one. I don't know the Avast Ye Kings. Avast. I never heard of that. But the oi hoy there and the shiver me, I've heard that. So very funny. Yes, that one was pretty funny. Oh no, a goblin in your pants. Yeah. That would not be fun. That would not be good at all. No. Goblins are not very nice creatures, for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and I did have another little question for y'all. I had it for last week, but then didn't get a chance to share it with you. And it is, what is a favorite movie or movies of yours when you were a teenager? If you want to put that in the comments. I thought that would be fun for Old School April. And last week I just didn't get to it. But if you would like to answer, please do. Most of y'all know my favorite is The Breakfast Club. I absolutely love The Breakfast Club. Of course, I like John Hughes movies in general, but The Breakfast Club is my favorite. Probably 16 Candles comes right underneath that, because I really do love 16 Candles as well. So let me know, and we will put our timer on. Let's see. Ooh, I forgot to stop the timer last time, and I'm like, what is this? It's still going. Let's start it. And then this is also going to be our last sprint. I wonder if I can do, I guess I can't have two banners running at the same time, can I? No, I cannot. Okay, so let me do something here. Edit. Let me put, so people will know. Let's try this. Yes, okay. Yeah, and then we'll come back, and that way we'll have some time to talk about it, and y'all can tell me all the fun stuff y'all got up to. So, okay, happy sprinting. Hello. We are back. How did y'all do? Okay, so I just answered comments on my old school April, cannot talk, April tag. I responded to some comments on that. And I was going to start a book review, and then I did not. My brother-in-law texted because he was at my parents trying to set up their TV stuff. So I'm so glad about that. And so that's all pretty much I did. And then checking my Facebook to see what people answered. So let's see. It was, what was a favorite movie of yours when you were a teenager? Now, of course, I had many, but I just stuck to the one because I could be here forever and ever and ever. Same thing with my old school April tag. I tried to narrow it down so that I wouldn't be there for hours and hours talking about everything I loved about my childhood, because it could easily have gone on forever and ever. So Chris said Lost Boys. Yes, that is a favorite of mine. In fact, Lost Boys was the film that I recommended last year for Old School April. It is a fave of mine as well. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yes, yes. Jenny had to go. You already gone, Jenny, but goodbye. And I was telling Jenny bye in the comments. So glad you were here. And Christina has The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Ferris Bueller, Sound of Music, and Pete's Dragon, the originals. Yes, Pete's Dragon was wonderful too. I remember that. Only one I can think of is Saturday Night Fever. Saturday Night Fever is a terrific movie, Denise. I love it. The music is so awesome. Like, I love the music of the Bee Gees. So good. And John Travolta dancing. Yes. I think it was in my 20s, but my friends and I loved Clerks and Derek Zoolander. Yes, Zoolander is pretty funny. I like Ben Stiller. I think he's hilarious. And The Journey of Natty Gann. I have never heard of that, ever. E.T., Star Wars, and Gremlins should be mentioned too, of course. And Lady Hawk. Yes, that's Rutger Hauer's in Lady Hawk with Michelle Pfeiffer, if I'm not mistaken. I was super obsessed with the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. I would incorporate pirate-inspired clothing or accessories in my outfits. Still love it, but not as intense. That is awesome. I loved that you had some pirate, paraphernalia in your wardrobe. Accessorizing. There's Elena again. Hello, Linda. How are you? What are you up to? Alicia said, I was a teenager around 1998, 2002. You were a teenager, Alicia, in 2002? Oh my God, you're like a baby. So movies like Tomb Raider, the first Fast and Furious movies, The Mummy, Sleepy Hollow. I love Sleepy Hollow. And The Matrix, Gone in 60 Seconds, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and more. Yeah. Those are great. I have never seen Gone in 60 Seconds. Is Gone in 60 Seconds a Nick Cage movie? I did like the first Fast and Furious, I will say. Paul Walker was a cutie. Reading Intercepts by T.J. Payne, very good, and made 73 out of 323. Good job. District 9, that is an excellent movie. Or Terminator 2 were probably my teen favorites. I liked District 9. I like the actor that turns into the creature guy. How good was the Thompson Twins song at the end of 16 Candles, If You Were Here? I bought the soundtrack just Whatever Happened to Jake, and a one-hit hottie. Yes, Jake was very, very cute, I have to say. Very, very cute. It's so hard to choose just one. I'll say the Alien franchise. That's a good franchise. It is hard to just choose one, but that's why I said movies are movies. But like I said, I mean, I'd have a scroll that would have to run like a mile away with all of my stuff. But, there's ones that you just absolutely could watch over and over and over and never get tired of it. I remember watching Save the Last Dance and Bring It On a lot. I suppose Spice World as well. Good choices. Hello, Courtney. How are you? I am going to head to the corn committee meeting. Thanks for sprints. And I am sending Andrew all the good vibes for a speedy recovery. Thank you, Alicia. I'm going to try to pop in after I get off. Night, Alicia. And Alicia's saying good night. 106 out of 322. Very good, Robin. Thanks for the sprints. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you being here. The guy that played Jake was Michael Schofling, and he said, Hollywood, many actors spend most of their time out of work. Hence, he decided to spend more time making furniture. That's right. Instead, he claimed that furniture making turned out to be better than acting for him. Yeah, he was a cutie in that movie, though, I will say. Oh, I forgot Beverly Hills 90210. Oh, Kat, I think you would like Natty Gann. Yeah, well, I'll have to figure it out because I've never heard of that. I cleaned up my desk and read a chapter of Percy Jackson #4. Thanks for sprints. Off to relax with TV before bed. Bye, Alicia. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And a youngish John Cusack. Yes, and also Joan was in 16 Candles, if you remember. Don't forget about Joan Cusack. My cousin and I watched Matilda so much that we could recite the whole movie word for word. That is a very cute movie. Very cute. I have Matilda on VHS. Honestly, I cannot believe I still have my VHS, but I do have it on VHS. I need to find a new home for them. Matilda is such a great movie and a book to read. Read it last month. Okay, to read and read it last month. I have never read Matilda, but I've seen the movie several times. This weekend is the 30th anniversary of the Mummy release. We're going to the theater to watch it. That's going to be a fun night out. I loved Matilda. Yeah, it is such a great movie. I haven't read the book, though. The Nick Cage Gone in 60 Seconds was a remake. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. I have not seen that movie. So, sorry, 25th anniversary of the Mummy. Yes. Gone in 60 Seconds is Nick Cage, Angelina Jolie, and Robert Duvall. Ooh, what a cast. Unpopular opinion, but I prefer Ducky. I mean, that part where he's lip syncing in the record store is epic. Yes, that is classic. And honestly, I was Team Ducky too. I mean, I like Andrew McCarthy, but Team Ducky. He's so cute. Does anyone know of another sprint starting when this one ends? We'll be reading more tonight. I am not 100% sure. I think they have wine on Wednesdays. Coda's not here anymore. Coda would be one to be able to tell, but I'm not sure, honestly. Let me see if anybody's live on that I can see. I don't know if it'll show up. Sometimes if I have other friends. I know that there were writing sprints earlier. No, I don't see anything in my group. HK Darkwood just went off. She streamed. She's off. Yeah, if Coda was still in here. Oh, Kristine is telling us. Nell is sprinting. And Alicia's putting Nell sprints in there. So you could try Nell sprints, Denise. And that way you could get more of your reading done. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you putting that in, Alicia. Okay, thanks for sprints, Kat. Have a beautiful rest of your day. You too, Christina. This year is Carrie 50th anniversary. Yes, we just passed the 50th anniversary and Godzilla's 70th. That's amazing. Oof. I also remember first time watching Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, and all the 80s horror movies on VHS. Wow. Yes, John and Joan in 16 Candles, but John was in Journey of Natty Gann. Oh, okay. That's good to know. And so again, if anybody's looking for sprints, Nell's link right there. And also I think Jessica at This Kiwi is sprinting. So Denise, you have two choices there for sprints. Thanks for sprints. Thanks for being here, Kaylin. Hope you have a great night. I think you have a great night too. So thank you all for being here. I'm popping off because the Kelsi Corns are having a meeting about our old school April sleepover events that are going to be starting it's already started. But I wanted to go pop on and see what they're going to get up to because I'm planning on being at the slumber party. It's all going to depend on what time Andrew gets out. Although I think they're starting later in the afternoon and we'll be going all night. So I won't be with Andrew the whole entire night. So thank you, Denise. I'm so glad you were here. So I hope that you come back. Thank you again, Kaylin. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you, Jazz. Good night. So glad you were here. Good night, everyone. Thanks for sprints. Bye, Amy. Thank you for being here, showing old school April support. Okay, everybody. So until next time, stay amazing and be adventurous. Just be safe on your adventures. And I'll see you next time. Bye.